go to the Contender.
Yes.
Contender.
Loving it so far. Best season ever.
Best season
Definitely.
of the Contender so far. It's shortest, which is helping actually, in my opinion. Anyhow, the Contender episode 6. We last left off with episode 5. Episode 6. Paul Smith versus David Banks. Smith got a split decision 5 win.
Yeah.
Over Banks. Unbelievable that he got a split decision. Unbelievable that he lost a round to David Banks.
David Banks.
But I guess he did let his emotions get the better of him. That's the only
By the way, David Banks twice beat Elvin Ayala, who just gave Mora that very tough fight. So,
which is part of my deep-seated reason. Anyhow, David Banks, absolutely horrible fighter.
Yes, and a complete faggot.
Looked.
He's probably the one I've hated the most from this season.
Smith won and got eliminated.
Yeah, because he scored the lowest on the points ranking, which was ridiculous. He won the fight still.
We might have mentioned this, but anyhow, recapping.
Whatever.
It happened, and Smith is out. And they said he's out due to medical, blah, blah, blah.
He would have been out anyway, even if
now there's a possibility he'll be on the card of the Contender finale. We're not exactly positive on that. There's been mixed reports on that.
Who knows?
Anyhow, episode 7, Codrington versus Wayne Johnson, the first round of the semifinals, the first leg of the semifinals.
First fight, yeah.
Codrington versus Wayne Johnson. By the way, it didn't happen quite like I thought. It came out the same, but they were actually able to choose who they fought.
Yeah.
I thought it would be number 1 would fight 4 and 2 would fight 3.
Just automatically.
Like rankings normally do, like seeding for tournaments.
Yeah, and
it just happened to work out that
Codrington got the first choice. Basically his choice
to fight
first. Yeah, that was his only choice. He didn't choose who he fought actually. So
first coming still emotional over his recent loss of his dad. And that also might have been part of the motivation so he could get on out of there for a while.
Definitely. Yeah, to have some time before the finale. So.
And so he knocked out Wayne Johnson in 1 round.
Yes.
One
punch, 1 round, 1 minute, whatever.
It went 67 seconds, I believe.
Okay.
Was the exact time.
Codrington, 2 knockouts. Nobody's ever gotten 2 knockouts in the Contender. Nobody's ever gotten anything before a 3rd round knockout in the whole series. He's got a 2nd and a 1st round knockout, dominating the whole show.
His 2 fights combined are quicker than anyone else's 1 fight.
1 fight, absolutely.
Except maybe that 3rd round, but anyhow, that's not...
It's 2 fights compared to 1, so...
Exactly. Excellent.
Dominating, yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
And now Wayne Johnson will be fighting the Soliman versus Bika loser.
Tonight.
We're recording this on the night of the second leg of the semifinals. We don't know what the result of that is yet because we didn't want to spoil it for ourselves.
Yes. Unlike a certain website does.
And unlike a certain person that messaged in.
Yeah. Oh well.
Don't send us spoilers, please. Right now I'm sending spoilers like
all
crazy.
the time, so send them. But anyway, Soliman and Bika tonight. I think Soliman will win or did win, whatever. I don't know. So.
I can't say because if I do, I'll give away who won.
Okay.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Because of the guy that spoiled it for me, I think. But anyhow,
Codrington will win the finale, so doesn't matter.
It's looking like Wayne Johnson versus Soliman Bika loser because they're gonna have the
losers of the semifinals fight each other. Yeah. Just as the winners will, of course.
See who 3rd is.
Yeah. Okay.
Donnie McCrary versus David Banks possible. Max Alexander versus Brian Vera possible.
Damn.
I'm not interested in any of those.
None of those at all. Definitely not. Brian Vera and Max Alexander. They were.
The only thing I could see fun about that at all is seeing Wayne Johnson get beat again. But besides that.
Yeah, I had much less of a problem with Dwayne Johnson than I did with Max Alexander, Brian Vera, or David Banks, definitely. Hated David Banks, probably the worst.
I definitely.
I don't know, Max Alexander was pretty fucking gay.
Yeah, I didn't like Banks at all.
Banks would have to be the most hated on the show, definitely.
Taught himself to box. All that crap. But anyhow, okay.
Yeah, a lot of good that did with him.
Yep.